Let's go to LeetCode number 78, subset. Given an integer array numbers of unique elements, return all possible subsets. For example, 1, 2, 3, and the result can be empty 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. So first thing, intuitively, what we're thinking about is that we can look at every element in these nums. For example, 1, we have two choices. One is select this one. Another is we do not select this one, right? And under the condition 1 is selected, we look at the second element. That is, we select 2, right? Or we do not select 2. And here, when we do not select 1, we also have two scenarios. That is, we select 2, and we do not select 2. And for the third element is that we select 3, right? And we do not select 3. And here, that is, we select 3. We do not select 3. And this is we select 3. Do not select 3. And this is 3. And this, right? So there are totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8 type of results in so that is our output. So for this kind of approach, let's write code. We'll have a list the integer as a result, right? New array list, and we are going to have the DFS nums. We are going to have index from 0, and we'll have a new array list as pass integer as pass, and also we have a result. Then we return result. So when we write the DFS, that is we pass in those kind of parameters, nums, index, and list integer. Pass, we call pass, and list integer, we call result. So let's say if index equals nums length, right? That means we already iterate to the last finish those kind of iterations. Then we just result add. We need to have a deep copy, new array list pass, and then we need to return, right? And otherwise, that is for this kind of index, we kind of have two kind of scenario. One is add this number to our pass. That is pass add nums index nums index, and pass remove nums index, right? So we have two kind of scenarios, that is add or not add in DFS nums. Now we need to index, go to the next one, right? And then pass, then result. So if we don't add that to our pass, that is DFS nums x plus 1 pass result. So this will be a solution. Nums dot length. URA list. Sorry, we should do this. Remove pass dot size -1. Doing like this way, we know every element there is a select or unselect, two kind of scenarios. So the time complexity will be 2 power n, right? So this is one way to do this kind of approach. Another way we do this approach is that we have an empty set, right? And we trying to put those kind of elements into the set. So what we put first is that we put the element 1 into the set. And when we put this 1 into the set, we can also put 2, right? 2 into the set. Under the condition, we put 1 and 2 can put 1, 2, 3 into the set, and then we have the scenario that the 3 is not we do not select it, so it go back to 1, 2, and we have backtrack to 1, and under this kind of circumstance that we have, if we backtrack this kind of element 2, right, we can add 1, 3, right? And under the then for the 3, we have another choice that we do not select 3. Then we backtrack to this one, and backtrack to this condition, and then we have the choice to select 2, right? So under the choice we select 2, we can add 3 into our set. So we just do backtrack and backtrack again. So under this kind of search tree, we put every kind of node that will be our selection. That is 1 result, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here we should also have a 3, right? And backtrack. So there are 8 kind of scenarios to our result, that is 2 power 3, right? 2 power n the time complexity. So let's write code in this kind of scenario as well. So to write code like this, what we need is that we can have list. So we should have the list integer as a result, right? Put new array list. And what we need is that we need to DFS nums, and we pass in the index that is from 0, right? And also we also need to have a pass new array new array list. New array list. Okay. Integer. And also we have to pass in the result, and we just return results, right? So for this kind of scenario is that private world DFS, we have the nums, right? And also have index and list integer has, and also list integer result, right? So that is for every kind of scenario is that we need to put have a decopy of the path to our result. So we have result add new array list path, right? Then what we need is that we need to have a for int I equals index plus plus one. Let's have I equals index I smaller than nums, but less I plus plus, right? So what we need is that we have the options to have pass add add this nums and we have an option that we have the to backtrack this, remove pass dot size minus one, right? And here that is we do the DFS nums. Now we should have I plus one. Move to next index has the result. So doing like this way, it is also 2 power n time complexity.